Hi, welcome to Classic Car Co. So, quick intro into this. There's a couple of things that have come up, a couple of little ideas or tips and tricks. A guy that I'm in contact with called David Serber has an XK, he has an E-Type as well, I believe. And he saw my video where the engine was partially seized. Well, seized, it was kind of jammed. And he said he came up with this idea some time back where he bought like a 10 or 12 euro or whatever syringe, plastic syringe that you can use for sucking out oil out of a gearbox or putting oil in. And what he did was he made a fitting on it that went just above the oil filter housing, so he could push oil into the engine up the galleries, and he said he could even see it coming out the camshaft, and even the needle flickered, because obviously you wouldn't get that much pressure behind it. But it's a great idea if you've got an engine line under your bench, or you can't turn the engine over because it's not in the car or it's not on a stand. This is a great way. I mean, obviously you want to be careful how much oil you put through it, because you don't want to fill it up too much, but you can always drain it once you put it in the car and start and use it again, or use whatever you need. So it's a great tip. Also, the amount of money that I've saved on this boot lid, I knew they were expensive. I thought they were around about £250, but 654 euros or 650 quid really surprised me. I didn't realise there were anything like that. And I had the aluminium because I'm making these extra pieces for the front floors, which are Baltic pine, which I actually bought from SNG. But I thought, no, I can make it. And it literally took me about an hour and 20 minutes, hour and a half, something like that. Put it through the bandsaw, cut it all up. The aluminium was so easy to work with, and I fully understand why people make aluminium bodies, or Morgans and some of these luxury, the lightweight cars, racing cars. It's so nice to work with. Anyway. There's a few things in this, there's a few different things. So you'll see the boot board, the Mini Cooper I've been wanting to get detailed for quite some time. It's looking a bit shabby, and I've had it detailed and had it ceramic coated. And the other vehicles, the XK 150, when it's all completed, will be done, and the E-Type will be done probably in the springtime. And a little bit of what's going on here with the weather. We had a bit of snowfall for 6 or 7 hours, and just wanted to let you see what it's like here when it does snow, and how quickly they clean it up. So I hope you enjoy the video. So you saw in the last video on the XK I was making the boot board, which I said I made from 8mm ply and 1mm sheet aluminium. So this is the finished product here. It's got to be painted, obviously, and there's the other piece. So that's obviously going to be scratched up and painted. The only thing this needs now is the hinges, and it needs a little leather buckle on here for lifting it up, or you can use your fingers, I guess, but I'll put a leather strap on it. Now, I did say in the column at the bottom, this is description, it actually cost me about 18 euros to make this. This wood was 18, and I paid 20 for a massive sheet of aluminium, 2.5 times the size of this piece. So about 18 euros and about an hour and 20 minutes tops of my time. And I knew they were expensive to buy these boot boards, but when I checked the price, I couldn't actually believe it. So there it is. I'll try and bring it up so you can see it. So there's showing, this is from SNG Barrett, who's one of the main suppliers of Jaguar stuff. Boot, and there's the price there. Hang on, sorry. There's the price there. What is it? 654 euros 92. 600, nearly 650 quid for a piece of wood and a piece of aluminium. Unbelievable. Maybe I should start making them. A massive saving from 18 euro to 654. So there you go. I mean, there are some things you can make and some things you can't. You just have to go with it, but it's surprising what you can save. So there's the boot board in. Made the whole thing. That we didn't have the board was rotten, and the aluminium one that I've got, the cover, is pretty knackered and wasn't worth the time to put into it, so I made a brand spanking new one, and I'll show you how it looks. So you can see I've got to paint it. Obviously we'll put some sealer on it first, and then we'll paint it the same colour as the car. But it's nice because the joints are, sorry, see the joints are nice there, nice and tight compared to what they were. So pretty happy with that. I'll just bring this back in. See, it fits really nice. Nice on the end there. This is more rounded than straight, but it's a nice fit all the way around. I'm pleased with that. There you go. That's the finished article. Let's turn it over and show you. Oh, maybe shouldn't have put that on there, but you can see looks nice all the way around. Sorry about that. Hang on. Looks very nice. Very pleased with it. Looks pretty damn nice. Yeah, I think the original ones came in black, I think. But I think it looked nicer. It's colour coded. So you can see I took the Mini Cooper down to get a detailing done, and I took to the guy and we're having a full detail done, plus wash wax, and then he's going to ceramic coat it. I want the E-Type done, it deserves it, and I also want the XK done eventually, and I thought the Mini would be a good test. So this is his place, but he was talking with the owner in German, so I thought I'd do a voiceover. But it looks absolutely great. This is another one he's got in, a Pontiac Firebird. It's unusual to see American cars here, but there are a few. But the next bit, this is now all with the ceramic done on it. It's unbelievable. It looks great. Apparently it's a 2-year guarantee, and even apparently bird poo won't damage it. I was speaking to some friends on WhatsApp, and apparently it's that good. And the car looks stunning. I mean, I think you agree that it looks really nice. So yeah, so the next one will be the E-Type in the spring when I get the number plates put back on it. I'll get a full detail on that. Not cheap, but I think for 2 years of you know protecting the paintwork, it's a good deal. Very happy with it. I think it was about 450 it came out to. So this is an idea that a person wrote into me. David Serber's his name, and it was to actually put oil around the system when your engine isn't running on the starter. Very simple, just a syringe, put it into the oil filter, top of the oil filter, and push the oil around. He said he could even see the needlework, so great bit of maintenance. So you can see it snowed quite a bit last night, and all these little side roads and all the rest of it, where it's not on the main road that would normally in any other place be covered in snow. And what they do cleverly here is anybody who's like a farmer who's got a tractor with a plough, they pay them for the amount of hours they do just to clean their local area. So it means everybody gets, even these small little back tracks or back roads, all of them get serviced. So as soon as it wasn't that much snow, but it was enough. So this is just a little street going up. There's 2 streets like this coming up to our house, and on the corner is the local bar, and he has the contract to clean all the snow down into Stratberg and the little areas. And then the local council, you can see the pub's open on a Sunday, not the bar, very busy. So yeah, so he cleans, this guy's called Stelzer, Peter Stelzer, and he cleans all these little side streets. As you see, where we live is a dead end. And it's been snowing for, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours. And he cleans it every so often. He gets paid for the amount of kilometres that he does, which is a good little deal. So it's nice and clear all the way down to the house. So it works, the system works, you know. And the good thing they do here is the trucks they have here, for instance, the trucks that pick up the rest malt or the rubbish, the workers, they can put snow plows on them, they can take the back of the bin off and make them into gritters. So this hasn't been done for an hour or two, but it was. You can see how much he's pushed on the side here. Really good system.